There is a sinister nature behind the legalization or the going towards the direction of legalization of hard drugs. As an example, in Minnesota, they made it an unarrestable offense to be caught with small amounts of meth or a meth pipe. And as a consequence, there has been an explosion of youth use on that drug within Minnesota. Aside from Oregon and other states, there is a sinister reason in allowing use of drugs in America. Now watch this video and connect the dots.
How does cocaine affect the brain? You're asking, right, girl? Because I'm Rachel, the neuroscientist. So dopamine is like a celebrity neurotransmitter. Most people have heard of it, and most people know that it's associated with good vibes and things we want to do, including recreational drugs. Their mechanism of action is kind of like most people know that it involves dopamine. But what does that really mean, and how does that disrupt the brain over the long term? When neurons want to communicate with each other, they send signals down their arms or synapses, and those signals can be chemical or electrical. Chemical, like dopamine, let's say. While they're doing this like chemical, electrical high five, there's still a separation. Looks like they're doing a high five, they're doing a no contact high five, and there's a gap between their two arms or synapses. So neuron 1 will kind of Spider-Man his chemical signal out of his hand or his synapse, like boom. And then it hangs out here in what's called the synaptic cleft and makes its way over to neuron number 2 to receive it. And to keep things nice and controlled, there's like a molecular park ranger that comes and lassos the remaining chemical soup away after it's done its thing. Otherwise it would just keep doing its thing. This guy loves a bit of cocaine, and so when you take it, he's distracted. And that means that dopamine, between this kind of cellular high five, has a chance to accumulate and keep doing its thing quickly and to excessive levels. Now, there's kind of two main things that happen after this, euphoria aside. The first is obviously drug reinforcement. Cocaine is incredibly addictive. Maybe we can make another video about that if you're interested. Don't take it. People think it's like a safe drug. It's not. It's very addictive. Don't do that. The second is how it kind of restructures the brain in ways that can kind of change personality and thinking, changes who you are as a person. Why? Join me for part 2. How does cocaine affect the brain? Repeated use of cocaine can change the brain, but also personage.
If you're not connecting the dots about what I just said, that's precisely the reason why they're allowing it to be used. Because if you can't connect the dots, you become this. You see the world through a pinhole, and suddenly you say, I can see the world. But what you can't do is connect all the dots, the cause and effect. Those drugs cause you to have a limited amount of information that you can withhold or hold in your brain at one time. And as you point your direction one way or the other on other information, the rest of the other escapes your peripheral, and you only see a limited amount of information. That's precisely why they're doing this. It's sinister.